Good day, good day. This is Yusuf. Welcome to the Daily Money Market Show. Definitely, today is just a little bit of a recap in terms of how the market is actually currently, moving. We actually, have seen the different types of, growth of the market and as well as the decline of the market. The biggest one in this today Tuesday, the big one that is pushing the market all the way up. It's actually the banks. So we see the couple of banks coming up with the last week and last of last week coming up with the earnings, and we see JP Morgan builds on a rich clientele in a First Republican deal. So JP Morgan they actually get a the deal with the First Republic, which is another bank in the United States that they had a little bit of crises. So we see that JP Morgan actually trying to invest in that particular bank so that they can actually start making money. So these are actually instrument or stocks that actually are pushing the market at particular time. And if you look at it, USD ZAR right now it's reaching on 1839. Looking at USD ZAR currently on the chart market, it's actually 18 and 42, 18 rand 42 cents per dollar, which is a very, very, very big decline in terms of the dollar, in terms of the rand. We see the dollar also it's declining, but USD ZAR right now it's going raising the price up all the way up. So not only that, because of the First Republic Bank had an beatable strategy until it didn't. So they had a little bit of a strategy to say that this is how they can actually rescue themselves from the crisis that they are in terms of the bank. But that strategy they didn't capitalize. That is why JP Morgan come in, the CEO said, let's put some money in this Republic Bank and see how things are gonna actually work it out. A First Republican Bank, the second largest bank to fall in the United States history, to lose over 100 billion in a deposit in March, and then follows the collapse of the Silicon Bank. So was the second largest bank that actually collapsed after the Silicon Bank. So definitely, the banks currently they are the ones that are actually pushing the market right now. The price to go all the way high. We saw also a different news. We saw Elon Musk, tries to direct AI again. As Elon Musk always come up with the different types of AI strategies, technology, electromobile cars that actually use electron, and the product itself is very very growing. We saw last week they actually made 40% growth in terms of their earnings of first quarter, which is a very, very good one. So what it says today in the morning in terms of the news of Elon Musk, it's a Yellen sees the field as soon as June 1 without increasing any US debt ceiling. So probably the President Biden invited the top Republicans and the Democrats on the Capitol Hill to meet so that they can be able to discuss the rising of the country roughly for 31.4 trillion borrowing limit. So the limit of borrowing goes all the way to 31.4. The US also they had a little bit of a meeting. Remember, once it touches the debt, that means it touches the Federal Reserve. Once it touches the Federal Reserve, that means it touches the global market. Translate to us the forex market, to people who trade every single day. Couple of news, as I said about Elon Musk. His latest setup follows and decades of being auto maneuver in his costs to stay the development of artificial intelligence. So Elon Musk has just developed a new artificial intelligence. Actually, you can be able to Google it and you can be able to see what this new artificial intelligence is actually developed. Some news that comes out, I think it's a 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. We're talking about Supreme Court to consider proceeding and deferring to agencies. I think this one it was about the politics So what matters most is to check also in terms of the market, what our market actually doing. The Dow Industrial has actually dropped again. So if you know Dow Industrial, so Dow Jones, one of the big indices in the US, it has a different types of companies that are listed in that specific, Dow. So the Dow Industrial inched lower after regulator seized a First Republic. So remember again, First Republic was listed on the Dow Jones, and now the Dow Jones dropped once the Feds, after the Feds, they find out that the First Republic, they had a little bit of a problem with their deposit accounts. And that's why the Dow we saw it dropped yesterday. Uh, the other big one, it was talking about, okay, so pretty much most of the news here that we're seeing today, it's about the banks. So the whole week, this week, from today all the way to NFP, a first NFP of this month, of this month, which is first of NFP of May. They are actually going to, the banks. They are the ones who are going to drive the market all the way to Friday. Then we can see the results of non-farm payroll to see how many people are actually employed, and then the following week we can try to start looking at the CPI, Consumer Price Index, and PPI, Producer Price Index, what actually people have bought, all these from Friday. The other third week, that's where we're going to see the results here in South Africa, specific in terms of growth of the interest rate, coming to us as well. Our reserve, governor will be able to announce those ones. So from the desk of the daily money market, these are actually focusing time in terms of in terms of the market today. And I can see the chart as well. The first one that it looks is the JP Morgan, seeing a little bit of growth after they actually put some money in the banks. In the banks that they're First Republic Bank that they're trying to buy, or they're trying to buy a little bit of shares. But Goldman Sachs also, the shares has grown. BOFA Securities. It offers, it's a company that offers security products that you can buy, and sell in terms of global market. Quantum Parts drop a little bit. Morgan Stanley also drop a little bit. Drops at least to less than $250 per share price. So yeah, those are the updates in terms of this week. We're hoping we keep on looking at the market and see what exactly is going to come up, from now up to end of this week, where we're going to see a non-farm payroll. Thank you very much for being part of the Daily Money Market. Subscribe, keep watching it. Thank you.